Well, we have 80 years of precedent of not confirming Supreme Court justices in an election year.
OK, 80 years of not confirming Supreme Court justices in election years. The problem there, aside from the fact that America is more than 80 years old, is he is forgetting Justice Kennedy, who was confirmed in 1988. Although, in his defence, it is easy to forget that. We confirmed a lot of things that year, including the fact that Rick Astley will neither give you up nor let you down, and that it's possible to produce a crowd-pleasing blockbuster in which a grown woman fucks a 13-year-old boy. Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't look 13. Listen to yourselves! Luckily, by Monday, others were aware of this little factual problem and they've made some corrections.
Well, it's been more than 80 years, I think, about that long, since somebody was nominated in the president's last year.
OK, so more than 80 years since someone was nominated in a president's last year. That does get rid of Kennedy, who was nominated in the previous year. Unfortunately, it then lets in Fortas and Thornberry, both nominated to Supreme Court positions in 1968, which mathematically, unhelpfully, is less than 80 years ago. And when you're off by 32 years, you're off by an entire Adam Driver. Still, neither of them wound up being confirmed in an election year, which Ted Cruz undoubtedly had in his head when he took another swing at that same argument.
For the last 80 years, the Senate has not confirmed any nominee nominated during an election year.
Wow, that's intricate. For 80 years, the Senate has not confirmed any nominee nominated in an election year, and that is so close to being true. Unfortunately, it ignores Justice Brennan, nominated in 1956, and Justice Murphy, nominated and confirmed in 1940. So even by your own arbitrary 80-year time frame, there are between 1 and 5 exceptions to your own precedent. You're basically a baker going, oh, don't worry, there are no nuts in that. Except for walnuts, cashews, almonds, peanuts and the stray pistachio. Shit, I'll get my EpiPen. Now, to be fair to Republican lawmakers, they were under increasing pressure not to capitulate this week when a group called the Judicial Crisis Network started releasing ads targeting them.
It's we, the people. Sometimes the politicians forget that. The Supreme Court has a vacancy, and your vote in November is your only voice. This isn't about Republicans or Democrats. It's about your voice. You choose the next president. The next president chooses the next justice.
No! The current president chooses the next justice. We still have a current president that we chose. And I hate to sound like your dad here. I hate to sound like your dad. But you can't open a new precedent when we've got a perfectly good president already open. Finish the old president first. We actually thought something looked a little odd about that ad, so we checked, and it turns out that the people in it are not actual people, they are stock footage people. Here is the construction worker, whose clip is available for $199. Here is adorable African-American family portrait, and here's Asian family in front of home, comma, portrait. And if you are going to use stock clips, there are so many more interesting ones out there. How about this footage of a man creepily listening to a dangerous seashell? Or this frankly bizarre clip of business people congratulating each other while an emotionless serial killer stares you down in the foreground? Or this one, whose actual title is Skeleton Disagrees with His Wife About the Issue. That's real. All of those clips are available, and that is the problem. If you use stock footage for a We the People ad, anyone can use those exact same people to make the exact opposite point. Please enjoy.
We are the American people, and we deserve to have our voices heard. Whether we are construction workers, a generic Asian family, a team of doctors laughing over your cancer diagnosis, an unattended baby surrounded by pigeons, or a baboon on a cell phone. And the good news for us is we had our voices heard 3 years ago. So now it's time to let the guy we chose choose someone. Because that's how America works. So please respect the will of the people, whether we're a businessman on a swing, a witch who appreciates the magic of autumn, or again, a baboon on a cell phone who is now relaying a message. The point is, we the people